pack of lies. 4. Language focus questions and negatives, vocabulary saying the opposite, everyday English being polite. Reading the post-truth age, listening guilty secrets, writing linking ideas. For people who say they hate being lied to, just start telling them nothing but the pure truth about everything. That will teach them. Seth Adam Brown. Watch the video introduction. Use your workbook for self-study. 1. Who was the horse in the picture? A gift from? Who to? Why was the giving of this gift a pack of lies? Question mark. 2. Read the quote. Do you sometimes prefer people not to tell you the pure truth? When and why? Go online for more practice and to check your progress. Language focus questions and negatives. Test your grammar. 1. What is the missing word in each question? 1. What of music do you like? Single quote. 2. How do you wash your hair? Every day? 3. Who do you look? My mother. Single quote. 4. Do you know what the time? Just after 3. 5. What were you talking to Carol? Oh, this and that. 2. Make the sentences negative. Sometimes there is more than one way. 1. I agree with you. 2. I think you're right. 3. I told her to go home. White lies. 4. I knew everyone at the party. 5. I've already done my homework. 6. My sister likes jazz, too. 1. What are white lies? Why do people tell them? Can you give examples? 2. All the people in photos AF are lying. Who to? Why? Do you think they are all white lies? Would you ever tell any of them? 3. 4.1 Listen to what the people are thinking. What is the truth? Why did they lie? Equals he was watching an exciting football match with his mates. 4. Which question was each person asked before they lied? 1. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Opening parenthesis. I hope she isn't going to complain. Closing parenthesis. 2. Why haven't I received the report? Who have you sent it to? 3. Have you heard who Susie is going out with? I don't think you'll like it. 4. How come you're not at work today? You were fine yesterday. 5. Who gave you those? Why won't you tell me? 6. Why didn't you call or text? I had no idea where you were. Language focus. 1. Find examples of these questions in 4. 1. Questions with auxiliary verbs. 2. A subject question with no auxiliary. 3. Another way of asking why. Single quote. 4. Negative questions. 5. A question with a preposition at the end. 6. Indirect questions. 2. Make these direct questions indirect. What's the answer? I've no idea what. ... Where does he work? Do you know where? ... Question mark. 3. Find examples of these negatives in 4. ... Negative questions. ... A future negative. ... Negatives with think and hope. Grammar reference 4.1. pp 154 to 155. A. B. C. I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic was awful, and my phone died. I'm really not well, I think. I'm coming down with flu. The flowers? Oh, they're just from my boss, to thank me for working late. Oh, I love it. Honestly, I think it looks great. Oh, that's weird. I definitely emailed it to you yesterday. I'll send it again now. D. E. Practice. Questions. 1. Put the words in the correct order to make A's questions. 1. A light, this, on, all, who, night, left, has. B. Oh, sorry, it was me. I thought I'd switched it off. 2. A. Often, battery, need, to, will, how, change, the, we. B. About every 6 months. 3. AU, who, from, this, have, text, is, idea, any. B. It says, DX. It must be Deirdre. Or it could be Diana. 4a. What do the know is time you match on? B. I think it starts at 7.30. 5a. Before, film, scene, haven't we, this? B. I think you may be right. I remember how it ends. 6a. Has, you, hair, Kerry, with, have, done, what, her, seen? B. Yes. I think it looks quite nice. 4.2. Listen and check. Negative questions. 24.3. Read and listen to two conversations. Which expresses surprise? Which is checking information? 1a. Don't you like pizza? B. No. Not everybody likes it. You know. 2a. Don't you live near the park? B. Yes, I do. I go running there most days. 4.3. Listen again and repeat. Notice the stress and intonation. 3. Work in pairs. Use negative questions to ask and answer about these things. F. Surprised. Like, ice cream can, swim. Have got, smartphone watch, match last night. Look, Emily, I don't care who Susie's seeing. I'm totally over her. Just checking is, birthday next week, work, Berlin once. Play, piano. Have got, twins. 4.4. Listen and compare. What are the answers? Talking about you. 4. Write two sentences about yourself using negative forms. One is true, the other is false. Read them aloud to the class. Can they guess which is which? I can't cook at all. I never go to the hairdressers, I cut my own hair. Hypocritical Hugo. 1. Make a negative sentence about these people. Check in a dictionary if necessary. Vegetarian, vegan, insomniac, teetotaler, xenophobe, pacifist, atheist, anti-royalist, technophobe, environmentalist, hypocrite. A vegetarian doesn't eat meat. A vegan won't. ... 24.5. Listen to a man called Hugo. Which of the things in one does he say he is? What impression do you get of him? 3. Look at the picture of Hugo. Why do the things AI in the picture show what a hypocrite he is? Vin. Chi. B. G. Shopping. Coffee, wine. Stet Gun Court 4A. Saddleton Gun Club. Members meeting. May 18th, 7:30 p.m. Plus. The Vegan Times news that's fit for consumption. Bacon is bad. Milk. OFY. Pint. William and Cat. LLY. Bacon and avocado. H. Spoken English. How come? 4.6. How come? Can be used in informal English instead of why. Listen to the questions. Which ones express surprise and puzzlement? 1. Why is he eating bacon if he's a vegan? 2. How come he's eating bacon? He's a vegan. 3. Why has he got a royal wedding mug if he's an anti-royalist? 4. How come he's got a royal wedding mug? He's an anti-royalist. 4. Make questions about Hugo, using how come. ... Question mark. If he's a vegetarian, how come he's eating bacon? 1. He's a vegetarian. 2. He's a vegan. 3. He's a teetotaler. 4. He doesn't own a car. 5. He's a technophobe. 4.7. Listen and compare. Role play. 6. He never watches TV. 7. He hates social media. 8. He's an atheist. 9. He's a pacifist. 10. He's an anti-royalist. 5. Work in pairs. One of you is Hugo. Confront him with the questions from 4. Hugo has to justify his behavior. Hey, if you're a vegetarian, how come you're eating a bacon sandwich? Oh, my brother left it here after he stayed, and it seems wrong to waste it. Asking for more information. 6. We can respond to a statement with a short question using WH. ... Question mark. Plus preposition. Hugo's gone out for a meal. Who with? I had a nice chat with Beth today. What about? Write short questions with a preposition in reply to these statements. 1. Can I have a word with you, please? 2. Could you give me a lift? 3. I got a lovely email today. 4. I bought a brilliant birthday card yesterday. 5. I need £5,000 urgently. 6. I'm really worried. 7. We're going on holiday next week. 8. I spoke a lot of English yesterday. 4.8 Listen and check. Practice with a partner. Go online for more grammar practice. Listening guilty secrets. 1. Look at the pictures. Each one shows someone's guilty secret. What do you think happened? 24.9 Listen to the 3 people talking on a radio show called Confessions. Why are these statements wrong? 1. Jane was given the restaurant's speciality to eat on 2 occasions. 2. Kevin's daughter has always been keen on football. 3. Maggie spent the whole coach journey sitting next to a man. 34.9 Listen again and answer the questions. Why does each person feel guilty? 1. Jane says. They had a famous speciality there. ... Where was there? I was starving. ... Why was this? ... Which wasn't visible from the kitchen or the dining area. ... What wasn't visible? ... I did the only thing I could. ... What did she do? 2. Kevin says. ... It shows just how much I love my wife. What shows this? ... Her next words made my blood run cold. What were they? ... These things can get fixed very early. ... What can get fixed? ... It just came out. ... What came out? 3. Maggie says. ... I used to travel there by coach and ferry. Where is there? ... He went on and on about it. What was it? ... He asked if everyone was back on board. Who was he? ... It was a desperate attempt to feel less guilty. ... What was it? 4. Which phrases go with which story? Who or what do they refer to? Stretch their legs, my mouth was watering, die-hard Arsenal supporters scalding hot, get some shut-eye colouring in book, waving frantically, my worst nightmare, the temptation was too great. What do you think? Whose story did you find the most shocking? Who would you forgive? Why? Do you have a guilty secret you'd like to share? Are you good at keeping other people's secrets? Why is it sometimes difficult? Speaking, can that really be true? Exclamation mark. 1. Look at facts 1 to 8 with a partner. 3 of them are not true. Which are they? 1. Saudi Arabia doesn't have enough camels, it imports them from Australia. 2. The Aztec Empire is older than Oxford University. 3. North Korea and Finland are separated by only one country. 4. Rome is further south than New York. Arsenal. 5. If a piece of paper were folded 42 times, it would reach to the moon. 6. An octopus has 3 hearts and 9 brains. 7. Peanuts are not nuts. 8. Mammoths went extinct 1,000 years before the Egyptians finished building the Great Pyramid. 2. Student A turned to P164. Student B turned to P167. Which facts are true? Tell your partner more about each one. Reading and speaking the post-truth age. 1. Answer the questions. 1. How do you get your news stories? How do you know they are accurate and reliable? 2. What is fake news? Can you think of any recent examples? 3. What do people mean when they say that we're living in a post-truth age? 2. Work with a partner. Use a dictionary to check the words in the box, and write them under the heading they are connected with, truth or untruth. Evidence. N. Fiction. N. Fabrication. N. Real. Adjective. Accurate. adjective. Fake, adjective. Fact, n. Fantasist, n. Bias, n. Bogus, adjective. Doubtful, adjective. Credible, adjective. Exaggeration, n. Prejudice, n. Reliable, adjective. Conspiracy theory, n. Untruth fiction, truth evidence. 3. Read the introduction and the first paragraph of the text. Who is Jeff Broadbent? What keeps him awake at night? 4. Read the full text and answer the questions. Discuss your answers with your partner. 1. What's the problem with amateur journalism on the internet? 2. Why weren't old-fashioned conspiracy theories as big a problem as modern fake news? 3. Why do we know that we can't completely trust mainstream news outlets? 4. Why was fake news such a problem during the 2016 US election campaign? 5. How can political leaders take advantage of fake news? 6. Why are some people happy to believe that the facts they hear are unreliable? 7. How can people make money from writing fake news stories? 8. Why is the increase in fake news a danger to democracy? Fake news. In 2017, fake news was Collins Dictionary's word of the year. The previous year, Oxford Dictionaries chose post-truth as theirs. Jeff Broadbent gives us the facts on the increasing unreliability of our news media. Or at least we think he does. As an investigative journalist, I spend my days checking facts and making sure I have evidence for the stories I'm writing. So it's not surprising that the idea of being in a post-truth age keeps me awake at night. It's a terrifying thought that many people no longer care whether a news story is actually true, and are simply content to read something that feels true. The good old days? Now, I'm not pretending that everything in the media was 100% reliable in the past. We sometimes got things very wrong, and separating fact from fiction became more challenging as soon as the internet provided every amateur journalist with an audience. So what's different now? Well, in the past, we usually knew which articles had left reality behind. Conspiracy theories telling us that men didn't really land on the moon, or that the British royal family ordered the murder of Princess Diana. This stuff was on fringe websites that looked like they were written by fantasists, and was read by a small minority. Most of us went to mainstream news outlets to find out what was really happening in the world. And although we know that newspapers and news stations have their own political bias, we felt safe in assuming that the basic facts were accurate. Amy P.S. ed. The INAY. Resist. AM not. Fake. Rip. The 1 Amendment 1791 to 2017. Beloved defender of facts and democracy. IFACTS. Breaking news: Loch Ness Monster caught on video. Spreading lies. The big difference nowadays is that most people don't go to news outlets for their news stories. The stories come to them via social media sites such as Facebook. Articles appear in people's news feed or are shared and forwarded by friends. And this is why millions now read stories that may appear to be from credible news sources, but are in fact not merely biased, but total fabrication. And it matters. One of the first instances where fake news may have influenced an election was in the US in 2016. There have always been exaggerations and untruths during election campaigns, but in this one there was an organized strategy of targeting key voters with fake news stories via social media. An analysis of how millions of Facebook users engaged with these fake stories showed that in the last 3 months of the campaign, they got more shares, likes, and comments than all the real stories from traditional news outlets. And is it just coincidence that most of the fake stories were in favor of the eventual winner, Donald Trump? Choosing what to believe. Bogus is business. Facebook shares, comments, reactions for top 20 US election stories. Mainstream news. 15 million, 12 million, 9 million, 6 million, 3 million. Fake news. February to April. May to June August election day. President Trump was also one of the first politicians to take advantage of the fake news phenomenon. When reporters confronted him with negative news stories, his answer was simple. Fake news. ... Next question. Other world leaders have done the same, and their supporters are quick to believe them. Many people are happy to view all facts as doubtful. It makes it easy for them to choose what to believe and stick to their prejudices. Now there are whole fake news sites out there, producing bogus stories that people share unthinkingly. It's big business, because the most sensational stories get thousands of clicks, and advertisers will pay huge sums to make use of this traffic. And so we end up with a very worrying question in a democracy. How do we know who or what to vote for if we can't be sure? WikiLeaks confirms. Hillary sold weapons to ISIS. The event. Subscribe. Share. What's true? But then I'll leave you with an even bigger question. How many of us really want to know the truth, if it challenges our deeply held beliefs and lifestyles? What do you think? People write fake news stories for different reasons. What are they? Do you agree that fake news is a serious problem? Why not? Do you ever send your friends links to news articles? Why not? What can be done to stop fake news being a problem? Bailey Times. Fake news. Spot the fake. 1. Turn to page 46 and read just the headlines of some stories that were widely circulated on social media. Discuss as a class which ones you think are true. 2. Work in 2 groups. Group A. Read stories 1 to 3. Group B. Read stories 4 to 6. Discuss again in your group whether you think each story is real or fake. Check on page 166. 3. Find a partner from the other group. Tell each other which stories are real and fake, and give more details. Writing P133. Linking ideas, conjunctions. Watch a video and learn more about increasing our awareness that things we believe may not be true. Spot the fake. Group A. 1. Irma, first Category 6 hurricane on record. A Facebook Live video of passengers trapped in an overturned bus on St. Martin has shown the havoc Hurricane Irma is causing in the Caribbean. Many news reports predicted Irma could become the first Category 6 storm on record, and a tweet from website journalist Alex Jones has confirmed this. Another tweet included a photo of the flooding in Texas, showing a shark swimming along a flooded highway. Man with piercings dies going through airport metal detectors. Gerard M. Rogers, who was the Guinness Book of Records most pierced person, was killed as he attempted to go through a new high-strength metal detector in Los Angeles' LAX airport. LAX spokesman Joey Goldsmith said, "We'd warned him not to go through, but he said he'd been through one of these before with no problem." Maybe he was lying. When Mr. Rogers walked through the detector, he suffered multiple fatal wounds as it ripped out his piercings. Airports will now be screening which people can use the new machines. 3. Passengers peacock not allowed on flight. A passenger on a United Airlines flight from Newark Airport in New Jersey was told she wouldn't be allowed on the plane with her peacock. The woman had tried several times to get the bird on board, and even offered to buy a separate ticket for it. She claimed it was her emotional support peacock, and wouldn't be able to fly without it. A United spokesman said passengers needed to provide a doctor's letter before bringing an emotional support animal onto a flight. Group B. 4. Man fined after implanting travel card chip under skin. An Australian man says the law needs to catch up with technology, after being fined $220 for failing to produce his travel card on a train in Sydney. 34-year-old Mr. Meow Meow, full name Meow Ludo Disco Gamma Meow Meow, had the chip from his travel card inserted into his hand by a piercing expert, so he could pass his hand over the card scanner. He had done this before boarding the train, but was convicted of traveling without a valid ticket. 5. Flash flood destroys Kentucky Noah's Ark exhibit. A new Noah's Ark Christian theme park set to open in Kentucky has been destroyed by a flash flood. 11/2 of an inch, 40 millimeters, of rain fell on the area in just 1 hour yesterday. The founder of the recently built visitor attraction, Ken Ham, is set to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. Although the park is insured, insurance companies are not obliged to pay out for flash floods because they are something for which no person can be held responsible, and are therefore legally known as an act of God. 6. Winner of French Scrabble Championship speaks no French. Nigel Richards from New Zealand has won the French-language Scrabble tournament in Belgium, despite not speaking any French. In the 9 weeks before the championship, Mr. Richards memorized the French Scrabble dictionary. He has no idea what the words mean, but this didn't stop him winning the final match easily, against a French speaker from Gabon. The mainly French-speaking audience stood and applauded his victory. Ek. Iune. W. A. By. S-A. I. E. G. R. A. C. E. Vocabulary. Saying the opposite. Antonyms. Read these sentences. Which antonyms are used? Which uses a prefix? 1. Some news stories are accurate, but others are totally inaccurate. 2. Some news stories are accurate, but others are totally false. 4. Complete the conversations with the correct form of words from 1, 2, and 3. 1a. Barry's a very. B. Yeah, but he's a complete. Never sees his kids. 1. Which negative prefix goes with these words to form antonyms? 2a. My granddad so. Reliable, credible, probable, honest, legal, responsible. 2. Match the different words and their meanings. B. A. 1. Abused. Not ever used. 2. Disused. 3. Unused. Used in the wrong way. 4. Misused. 5. Overused. 6. Underused. Used too much. Not used enough. Used cruelly or badly. Not used anymore. 3. What parts of speech are these words? Write antonyms for them, using prefixes where possible. Word. Antonym. Fake adjective. Genuine, real, authentic. Like VB. Dislike, hate, loathe, can't stand. Tiny. Happiness. Guilty. Safe. Allow. Improve. Sincere. Success. Mature. Encourage. Generous. Appear. North. Exit 137 undecided. South. Every time I see him. Businessman, isn't he? As a father. He gives me a £20 note. Be lucky you. My granddad's famous for his, a fiver every birthday, if he remembers. 3a. Well, Henry, I'm pleased there's been some in your behavior this term, but unfortunately your work has. B. It's not fair, sir. You never say anything about my work. 4a. The word, literally, is so. People drop it into every sentence these days. B. Yeah, and they don't just use it too much, they it, with a totally wrong meaning. 5a. Don't worry, I'm confident the jury will find you not. B. They'd better. I'm completely. 4.10. Listen and compare. 5. What's the opposite of? Dot. Dot. Question mark. 1. A tough question, some tough meat. 2. A clear sky, a clear conscience. 3. Fair hair, a fair decision. 4. A hard mattress, a hard exam. 5. A live animal, a live concert. 6. A light color, a light sleeper. 6. What is the effect of using antonyms in these conversations? A. What lousy weather. B. Yes, it's not exactly tropical, is it? Or oh, this food's awful, isn't it? B. Well, it's not the most delicious meal I've had, that's for sure. Write similar conversations with a partner about these topics, and act them out. Black circle. A small hotel room. Black circle. A stingy friend. Black circle. A boring party. Black circle. Some stale bread. 4.11. Listen and compare. Blacks circle a hard exam. Blacks circle a tough steak. Go online for more vocabulary practice. Everyday English being polite. 14.12 Listen and repeat the pairs of lines. Which lines are more polite? 1. Where's the station? 21. Could you tell me where the station is, please? Have you got change for a £10 note? I'm sorry to bother you, but could you possibly change a £10 note? 24.13 Listen to 5 pairs of conversations. After each pair, say which conversation is more polite. Which expressions made it polite? 3. Look at audio script 4.13 on page 146. Underline the expressions which make the conversations sound polite. Practice them with a partner. 4. Make the requests and offers more polite using these expressions. Would you mind? Ing. I could. If you like. Role play. 6. Sophie and Gavin have invited 2 of their friends, Henry and Camilla, round for dinner. Work in groups of 4 and discuss what you think Camilla says. Practice the conversation. Gavin. Camilla. Hello. Come on in. Let me take your coat. Camilla. Sophie. What lovely flowers. Thank you, that's very kind of you. Now, I'd better get on with preparing dinner. Camilla. Sophie. Thank you, but there's no need, it's nearly ready. But first let me introduce you to Henry. Henry, this is Camilla. Henry. Hello, Camilla. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. Camilla. Henry. Of course. So, where exactly are you from, Camilla? Camilla. I wonder if I could. Question mark. Could you possibly? Question mark. Henry. That's interesting. And what are you doing in London? Would you like me to? Question mark. Would you mind if I? Question mark. Do you happen to know? Question mark. I wonder if you could. Question mark. Do you think you could? Question mark. 1. Check my homework. 2. I'll give you a lift. 3. Can I come in? 4. Can I put some music on? 5. Look after my dog on Saturday afternoon. 6. Where's the toilet? 7. I'll make you something to eat. 8. Lend me a £5. 5. Work with a partner. Take turns to make the polite requests and offers in 4 and refuse them politely. Use the expressions in the box. I'm afraid I. That's very kind of you, but. It's okay, thanks. I. I'd rather you didn't. I'd love to, but. I would if I could, but. I'm really sorry, but. 4.14 Listen and compare. Camilla. Henry. Really? I didn't know that. Gavin. Now, Camilla. Would you like me to get you a drink? Camilla. Gavin. Absolutely. I'll just get that for you. Camilla. Sophie. Right, everybody. Dinner's ready. Come and sit down. Camilla, could you sit over there, next to Henry? Camilla. Gavin. Has everyone got a drink? Great. Cheers, everybody. Camilla. Sophie. Camilla, help yourself. Would you like some cheesy parsnips? Camilla. Sophie. Well, they're parsnips coated in Parmesan cheese and roasted. Would you like to try some? Camilla. Gavin. Some more wine, perhaps? Camilla. Gavin. Yes, of course. Sparkling or still? Camilla. Henry. Well, bon appetit, everyone. 4.15 Listen and compare. Act the conversation to the class. Go online for more speaking practice.